Well, never mind, my mic is on. I'm sorry about that. But greetings and salutations. This is Sho'Nuff, the gaming minister Sho'Nuff, and I want to talk to you guys about Metal Gear Online 3. I have done this before. This is pretty much my thoughts on the game again, and the reason why I'm coming to you with this is because I just got through with a session about 23 minutes ago. I was doing this vlog already, but I have to redo it because some difficulties has happened. But the long story short of that is I'm in your presence again because I want to talk to you about something that's taken place in this game. And much recently, I just feel that overall, my dearest best friend goes by the name of Crimson Rex. Big shout out to him. I mean, I can understand why he just hates the game. And it's not to say that I'm not going to say I fully disagree with him, because there are things I'm doing he saw and he feels, I can understand why he dislikes the game. He understands why that, I can personally get on and have fun, and that's the most I can get out of this. But personally, I feel that when it comes to the balance issues, some recent discoveries that has happened, I feel that I want to say that Konami, you have definitely lost the mark with me as an avid fan of yours that has grew up on your arcade games, home console games, even let alone the Metal Gear Solid series, even let alone the Metal Gear franchise for that matter. I just highly disagree with the decisions that you have made, and even let alone for you to close down the Konami, of Los Angeles studios, basically for you to close them down and to be handed off to this game, rather than hand this game off to to the Japanese developers there. I mean to your in-house developers. I just personally believe that something like this, I don't know. I can't say anymore. I just want to go ahead and just get to the notes because I don't want to flail around. I don't want to flail around my notes here and just flail around this whole conversation. What I want to talk about personally are the unbalanced mechanics in this game. All right, there's many players out there that's commentated on this, but I personally feel that from a perspective of a clear perspective, without calling anybody names, without disrespecting anybody or anything as such. I want Konami to really understand that there are a lot of frustrating players out there that have truly put in time into this game, and they are not receiving the benefits, neither the rewards. All right, so something as simple as me going into this game, and I would receive my 30 mother base coins as a free reward, okay, and when I collected it did not tally up the proper total of the coins that I have received, and it has a record on here that I have received my coins, okay, on the 24th of April, which was this month, but yet I have received my coins on the 26th. And for some odd reason, that's not on the record, even though that I should have had 460 coins. Okay, it makes no sense for me to sit here and to submit a ticket not once, not twice, but 3 times, and I receive no response whatsoever from you guys. None. I received no response. Usually, you guys will get back with me with my ticket. You will normally get back to to your customers with said ticket, but you did not do that. And instead, you guys have not responded to nothing that I have stated. And that right there to me is a major, and I mean absolutely major blow. That is really an utter disrespect to a customer that has put in his resources just for me to have a decent time in this game that I have invested, much akin to the players. So that is a major red flag to me. Okay, from the unbalanced mechanics such as Fulton 3, Okay, and I want to talk to everybody out there. I'm just gonna say it just how it is. I am sorry to say this, but Fulton 3 does not require any form of mastery or any form of you know what I'm saying, of skill whatsoever. Okay, I personally feel that when you're playing this game, it does require patience, time, and just a sense of reward if you were to at least get down the mechanics properly for your gameplay measure and for your and for your benefit. Okay, for me, headshots was just an issue with me. So when I get on, saying, to be inspired by PK Wise Slowpoke, or whatever that Pokemon name is, but he has a good YouTube channel that is absolutely phenomenal in terms of just his gameplay in MGO Online. All right, I mean, I have seen many other players such as Sentio, who is an infiltration masterpiece. Okay, when I've seen Justice Strikes that would get on and just perform some outstanding talent in this game, I have seen many others such as Sentio, Ekiyami, or Akiyami. I have seen Karu M92. I have seen many other players out there. Big shout out to the legitimate players that have really are continuing to upload their game, their MGO gameplay. Okay, I have seen many. I mean, I have seen players such as Eagle Scope. I've seen this one fantastic player. I'm pretty sure you know who you are, man. If you're watching this video, I have nothing but love for you still, dude. I forgot his name, but but I just put it. But he has commented on my channel. He has some great editing skills. I want to take the time out to really encourage all you legitimate players out there that are continuing to upload your MGO Online gameplay. Continue to do so, and don't let nobody just beat you out into your into discouragement of these of this game. Okay, I'm pretty sure I mean, basically what I'm talking about here is the proper imbalance of improper balance of this game. And like I said, Fulton 3 is just absolutely just crap. All right, I hate that skill with a passion. I have seen players would run around and never mind taking the time out to just utilize what infiltration is about, to utilize all the skills. Instead, rather, they'll just get on, use Fulton 3 as infiltration, and then that's it. There's no sense of skill with that. All right, it makes no sense that I have seen infiltrators will continue to run towards me, and they would wish, as I'm plugging in bullets in them, I am plugging bullets into them, and they would honestly think, okay, that they're just praying that I would that they would at least get my to get my tickets from me, and that makes zero sense to me whatsoever. So there's no sense of forceability for them to basically play out their class. Okay, that makes no sense whatsoever, as opposed to a player who is legitimately camping, who is legitimately running gunning, who is legitimately sneaking, who is legitimately performing these feats in this game, performing these talents, and they're doing a tremendous job. But yet most of these players who have spent their time to increase their skill and to have some form of reward by it, and yet there's no sense of reward when you have somebody that's with Fulton 3. All right, Fulton 3, that's it. You lost all your tickets, and at that point, that makes no sense. There's no sense of reward in this game, none. So for me to get down the headshots properly in this game, at least properly, because I'm pretty good at it. I'm not tooting my own horn here or anything as such, but I'm just being flat out real with you. All right, I am pretty good at what I do when it comes to the headshot game. All right, because I will rebuttal every word of what the developer has stated in terms of what in terms of them stating that, oh well, headshots are just not meant. We did not meant to implement the headshots in MGO Online series. Bullcrap, because you would not implement that in MGO Solid 2. Okay, and let alone you would not implement such a feature as that in MGO Online 1. Okay, you have seen every other game that has implemented that feature, and for players to simply to dispatch their opponents quickly, and for them to move on, and for them and with such a feat, and for something like this to be realized in MGO 2, which was a feat of its own to even perform. Okay, These players has crafted talent behind quick headshots or quick shots for them to, you know, utilize the feature, to utilize the auto aim feature. Okay, I mean, to legitimately utilize these mechanics that was pretty balanced in this game, and then for Metal Gear Online 3 to simply just wash that away, to just do not have no sense of reward for skill, makes no sense to me. Okay, I get it, you want to make it accessible to casual players, but I highly disagree of how steep or the lack thereof, okay, for these players to get on and not simply utilize their, you know, so their class, and instead they're reduced to something as simple as rocket launchers. You know what I'm saying? Then yet you have to nerf that so that way, you know, to appease, you know what I'm saying, you know, the purists in there, the legitimate purists of these games, and yet this is something that should have never been featured in the game. Okay, the maps are not even large enough. There's no legitimate vehicles in this game for you to even implement something like this in the game. So why would you do it in the first place? Whereas in MGO 2, you have to spend, okay, you would have to spend your Drebin points just for you to get a rocket launcher. Okay, you have to spend Drebin points to receive a rocket launcher. And yes, granted, you are reduced. Okay, you are reduced. You know, I respect the fact, okay, that, you know, for enforcers, you know, it's the reason why they have the rocket launchers. Okay, I mean, it's to back them up. All right, and you're reduced to a particular type of balance, of a mechanic of where you're very slow as a, you know, as an enforcer. Okay, so you're not going to be as mobile around the map, and your goal is to simply back up your players, to basically tank for your players, for them to soak in the damage. But most of this stuff is completely imbalanced, man, which, like I said, Fulton 3 just washes away everything. Fulton 3 is just an answer to every single thing. And for me to say to nerf that, what literally entirely means to just to you know what I'm saying, to reduce the hit detection from it. And at that point you're washing away what that skill is. So all entirely just needs to be reworked, or simply remove it to, well, basically simply rework it. And I don't even think that the developer will simply do that. So I just completely disagree with that. And again, there's no sense whatsoever of a reward. All right. And for me, I want to talk about the black site map. There is, you know, say the glitch has returned. All right. I have seen impatient players. When I say about impatient players, I'm talking about these players that don't want to take their time out to simply get better at this game. I just came from a game by this guy named I can't even remember his name. So for me to pronounce it is not even gonna make any sense. But this guy was completely unforgettable. This guy's completely forgettable. I'm just gonna be really honest with you. Their team was losing. Okay, their team was completely losing, and this guy would go under the map, glitch. All right, and simply would kill me many times over. Never mind the fact that he would do it to everybody else. The fact of the matter was that he did this to me several times. It was on stream. I have people, witnesses that were watching me, would simply tell you that this guy is terrible. If you are a glitcher, or if you are a cheater, to glitch under the map, to cheat under the map and kill players, I think the purpose for you to, you know, in order for you to basically glitch is for you to win at least. But there's no sense of gratification for it. And this guy was thinking he was hiding himself. He was hiding himself from, you know, to try to make sure that I wasn't going to catch him or anything like that. No, it's right there. I'm going to report you for that. It was right there on my video, right there on my stream. And there's a kill cam. Even, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense whatsoever. You guys have quelled, or rather, you guys have removed the glitch before in that map, but now it has returned. And it makes no sense for me as a, you know, for me to, I mean, because I'll agree, I mean, I'll admit that my patience can run pretty dry when common sense is not pervaded. All right. And personally, I believe that when it comes to gamers like that, it just makes no sense to me, none whatsoever. All right. And for you guys to simply not Q&A that map, I personally say just remove it all in general. even though that there are players out there that will exploit other maps and do the exact same thing. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that. But then it goes on to the glitchers. I have seen glitchers in this game. They're back at full force, and it's ridiculous. It's not as evident, but I have seen glitchers in this game. Man, that's a, you know what? My thoughts is this. Konami, I think you need to heed my words, man. You guys have totally officially missed the mark with me. Many other players out there would say, oh man, you guys are crap and things like that. But my faith was not on you. I personally believe that for what it's worth, you guys had purveyed games for us. You guys have provided us great childhood memories, great games, and I sincerely appreciate you guys for that. But most of your business decisions have left a bitter taste in our mouths. All right, and Metal Gear Online 3 reached a huge unsatisfactory mark with me. All right, I can still log in and can play this game and have a good time and not take this game serious. Survival is not serious to me. I will never play survival. I will never touch survival. All right. I mean, even before survival existed, I have seen players that have gone to A minuses. I played against these people, and they will abort these games. Okay, they will abort the game when they're, you know, saying when they're legitimately doing bad. All right. For some, you know, to some people, they're frustrated, and I can respect that. When games are glitchy, or rather they're laggy or whatever, I respect that. But overall, when I'm playing against A- players and I'm beasting them with my F- or my F+, excuse me, I have been stuck at that grade for quite a while now. All right, I don't even play any other mode. Every now and then, I would enjoy Sabotage, Cloak and Dagger. You know, I play those modes. I have no problem at all. But the reason why that I play Bounty Hunter is simply because it's just a lot of fun for me. It's fun for me. I like to sit back, relax, and play just something as simple as that. All right. Because I just generally play by myself. I don't play with nobody else. All right. Every now and then I play with my other friends. You know, like I Am Who I Am. You know, Yep This. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. I don't generally play with them all the time as much as how everybody else would get on. You know, have a time that they'll meet and they'll get on and play these games. I don't have that. And quite frankly, with everything that I got going on my plate right now, I'm not going to be able to have the time anymore. And that's unfair for me that has implemented time for me to get better at what I do, providing these videos, these montage videos, and for me to showcase and dedicate my love for this game still, and you guys are not doing a good job at that. I'm not saying that every game has to be perfect, man, but Konami, you just really totally missed the mark with me on this. You really have. You really completely totally missed the mark with me. I mean, it is still prevalent, so I'm just going to recap. Black site map needs to be either removed or have an extensive fixture of this. You're lacking options to push next-gen innovation, okay, needs to improve, all right? It makes no sense for me to go to customization, you know, go to customize. I'm customizing my character, yet there's lacking customization options for my character, okay? I mean, I understand you guys have wiped away your memory just for, you know, your memory compression just for you to release these games on each console. And even then, that makes no sense to me whatsoever when it comes to just the lacking customization into this game, all right? Everybody would get on to simply look distinctively different at Metal Gear Online 2, all right? For something like this, and to see that, oh wow, we'd like to have the BDU and T-shirt. No, this is horrific. This is mortifying. This is absolutely mortifying. All right, and for to have these not have an option from for my gear points, and yet this is really crazy too. I have gotten on, and I have played many games, and yet my gear points have not moved. It has been sitting at 40 for quite a long time. I have played this game for quite a long time, and my gear points have not moved. I have received more mother base coins for me, enough for me to purchase my fatigues naked snake gear, and yet it has not showcased on my log. And when I submitted a ticket 3 times to Konami, they have not listened to me whatsoever. They have not gotten back to me. I have purveyed my email address, I even purveyed my PSN ID, and yet they have yet to get back with me. This is 3 times. And that is unlike a developer to do so. That is rude and disrespectful. Okay, so none of that makes any sense to me. But you know what? I'm just gonna, every now and then I'll continue to just log on. I'll have a good time, and that's it. But I wouldn't be surprised, and this is the final thing I want to say. I wouldn't be surprised if they were to close down these servers very soon, because for Metal Gear Online, and this is with the exception of Peace Walker Online. All right, so for PWO, granted, the game is pretty taboo. All right, the game is pretty taboo. My boy Crimson Rex will even tell you, because he's a big fan of that. And I enjoy the game myself, but it is pretty taboo, because even that game presents some imbalance, some improper balance issues, and let alone the lag on there is just real. The server on there is just really too stupid. And I will be real with you that there's not a lot of activity in that game, because it's not MGO 2 is what most people would say. But for this game, as the next component to next gen gaming, an online component to to a totally phenomenal game, I have completely it's just utterly disappointing. It's a disappointment, and it's an insult to many that have loved and enjoyed your game. And for this server to be at an all-time low. Look at survival. Look at Automatch. Automatch receives more population than that's survival. And this is Automatch. And at this game, when this game received an update, it was booming from thousands, even in 5 digits. But now survival is only down to 80. And it's not to say 80 people are playing. It just means that 80 people are just sitting in the lobby just chilling. And only maybe like 5-6 teams, or maybe like 3-4 teams are just playing. All right. Create, for the regular lobby, 337, auto match 474. That is an all-time low. And to have much fun in auto matching than that of survival, and you're not getting no sense of reward from that, that's pretty sad. For GP to not be utilized for actual items is quite sad. For Konami to announce that they're not implementing any more clothing items in this game is quite sad. This game has potential of longevity for the PS4. And for them to not utilize the potential that this game has for a game that's for a blockbuster title, from a blockbuster title itself, that's quite sad. So yes, I'm not saying that I wish for Konami, for Metal Gear Online to just close down. I'm not going to speak hate. I won't speak that. I won't speak hate. I won't do that. But what I will say is that I've always thought Konami was prejudiced. I mean, I'm just being really honest with you, just flat out honest with you, because they have treated Japan players like golden with official events, exclusive events to Japan only, and they have yet to do this here in North America, or even let alone in Europe. I have seen games that put dedicated servers and people, and there's developers that are involved with the community, but you guys are reliant on the said community itself, but you're not wishing to be involved in terms of putting dedicated servers like Konami server Japan, Konami server North America, Konami server. No. So what I'm going to do is this. Since nobody else would do it, I will. For those that are watching, tune in every Tuesday. No, I would say at least on a Thursday. I will try to host a dedicated server. All right. My internet stuff is great. There's nothing wrong with my internet. I will stream Metal Gear Online for you guys. So if you want to, if you're a legitimate player, if you want to come on and have a good time, I'll stream something that's known as MGO TV, where players can get on, have a good time. You have a session. I will, any top players that get in, you come in and have a good time. Granted, it'll be only 12 players that come on. Sometimes I may be in the room and just enjoy myself to play. But what I want to do is give back to the community. And if any players want to have a legitimate tournament where, I have seen some players that spoke to me about other websites are implementing actual tournaments. Nah, I'm not interested in that. For me, I want to implement actual gameplay footage of other players that get on, are legitimate, and want to have a good time. All right, and want to exploit their talents. So I'm opening the dedicated server to North America, even Europe and Japan. All right, because I went to Japan servers. Some were laggy. Others I played just fine. Didn't have a problem with it whatsoever. I went to other European servers. Some were laggy. Everything was just fine. Even North America servers. So I want to open that to the players out there. And if you want your voice to be heard, come in and have a good time. All right, I'm not allowing any rudeness or anything as such in my server, and I will stream this over at twitch.tv/TGM_Sho'Nuff. All right, again, that's twitch.tv/TGM. That stands for the Gaming Minister, the THE Gaming Minister _Sho'Nuff. So TGM_Sho'Nuff. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up some other games. I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time with my best friend. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my my project, because big shout out to Justice Strikes. I'm doing something for him in terms of his channel. I'm also going to be doing something pretty big on my own channel as well as this. And then last but not least, I'm just going to go ahead and just sit back and just chillax before my small group time tomorrow. So until then, guys, this is Sho'Nuff letting you know, love what you do and do what you love, and we can make a difference. We can make a difference. All right. I'm not really in that particular mode for me to just really empower my words when it comes to Konami, because I just don't really have a lot to say, because everything I say before, I don't wish to really repeat it, but it is what it is. Sure enough.